for all my life. They say I'm a failure, end up in jail, I ain't proven right. My mama, she told me before, son, you get I understood, but I ain't see the vision. A nigga kept going, and now I'm winning. Some people I put my trust in, try to fuck with my image. Oh no, you didn't. Some say you forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Michi in these streets ain't no rules. He say, cause all this life we ain't put on with this. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, then we them niggas. Now we rich now, we got money, I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up from nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young rich nigga.
Boom. Yeah, I ain't playing with your ass. Nigga, I ain't playing with your ass. You chasing greatness. You got greatness talking to you. Become great.
On out there, y'all already know who it is. It's your boys, the Rize Podcast with your boy Coach Squeeze, aka the Smoothie King. Right back at y'all with another one. Top of the morning, top of the afternoon to you good peoples. Hope y'all had a blessed weekend, and hope y'all seen the fights last night. Great night for boxing. And congratulations to Boots Ennis. Spectacular job he did last night. I had it going the distance a little longer than what he did, but shout out to Boots, man. I'm happy for him. And see, y'all gonna come in and try to make it seem like I was against Boots. I didn't say I was against Boots. I just thought the fight was going to be a little more tougher than what it was. Staionis went down on his shield. You know, he ain't ducked the smoke. But Boots did everything he's supposed to did. He looked spectacular. He placed his shots. And it more so looked like he was hitting on a heavy bag. It was heavy bag practice. Yeah, it was heavy bag practice. Yeah, but hey, y'all, like I say, I'm a Boots fan. I just thought Staionis was gonna give him a little bit more pushback than what he did. But as you can see, Boots big and for the division. He had Boots big, 5'10". I think Boots can fight at 160. I think Boots can fight at 160. I don't know. Let me get the sponsors out of the way. I ain't see the Raymond Ford fight, so y'all gonna have to fill me in with the Raymond Ford and the Zaquan Moses and Shakur Stevenson. Five-time world champ, 4 different weight classes. First ballot Hall of Fame in Baltimore's own. GTD Promotions, redesigning minds one mind at a time. We know a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Shout out to www.kenichibed.com. Use code TRP. You'll get 15% off. Also, shout out to www.meandkillerb.com. Go over to our page. Support her and her merch. R.I.P. to John Boy. Rest in peace. R.I.P. to Miss Tanya Vanjov Jr. Rest in peace. Shout out to www.narslipgallery.org. Go over to Damari page. Check out his merch and his art. And don't forget, shout out the Bad Girls Promotion featuring Miss Nikki and Coach Brandy. AKA Miss Olivia Pope. Got an event coming up May 15th. She doing her thing, man. Help support the kids. If you're not going, you could go on her page and support a kid and make a way for them. May 15th, Dunbar High School, one of the best schools in the country, sports and academic wise. Orleans Street, adjacent from Johns Hopkins Hospital. Put it in your GPS. Lock it in. It's going to be spectacular. The up and coming future of boxing. One wave go in, one wave go out, one wave come in. Shout out to Just Do Boxing, hardcore boxing news. 1901 Pennsylvania Avenue, Coach Calvin and Kenny Way. Get your Shirley's Essentials 12 rolls for $7. Also, shout out the Four Corners Boxing featuring Maurice and Jenny Jones. Go over there for the 15 rounds of boxing and support them every Wednesday night. And shout out to the RizePodcast.com. Go over there and get your merch. Help support the Rize Podcast. Last but not least, official gear boxing. Y'all could say it with me in the chat on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Box raw. Hey, check this out. Good fight last night. You know, Timothy Bradley wasn't really trying to give Boots his credit for the Staionis fight. You know, he should have done that to Staionis. I mean, you gotta give him his props. Definitely gotta give him his props. Yeah. AJ George, what it do? Coach Kenny was right about his prediction. About time. 1 out of 50. Abdullah Malik. What's good, Rize fam? We are in the building. Meech, Coach Squeeze, I've been waiting all night to hear from you. For what? Y'all, you try to make it seem like I said Boots was going to lose. I ain't say Boots was going to lose. Ty Drakeford, salute everyone. Happy Sunday. UCLA Carter. Ace is the place of the helping hardware store. What it do, family? God bless you. Sonny, listen. What's up, champ? UCLA Carter. Hopefully Boots come back soon. Back in September. The Boxing Menu Podcast Plus. What it do? Dorian Brown. What it do? Ty Drayford. Yeah, I seen Matisse left his hands at home, apparently. Okay. We tried to tell you, OG, hey, you wasn't telling me nothing, champ. I picked one thing about me. I analyzed it the way I've seen it playing out. You don't always get the because I'm not in there throwing punches. I'm not one of the fighters. I just thought that from what I saw out of Staionis, he would be able to take Boots in a little more deeper water. But he took 6 rounds of punishment. You know, you got to take your hat off to him. He took a butt whooping for 6 rounds. And then even you can see, even when I say when he come leaning in, I knew the punches Boots was going to throw because Boots is southpaw. And I know out of the southpaw stance, the punches that was opening and up. But congratulations to Boots, man, for making easy work of him. Dorian Brown, now he needs to fight Ortiz. Yup, he got to step up. He got to keep climbing and don't have us waiting. Stretched Out Boxing, the Rize Podcast is in the building. Todd Drayford. I can't stand Timothy Bradley. Yeah, he you know, he played a villain role, you know, his now later head ass. I mean, you know, he do what he do to get the check, you know, to keep himself relevant. You know, it's I mean, with Timmy, y'all already know what you're gonna get. Damn if you do, damn if you don't with Timmy. The chosen one, Boots was playing around too much, dropping his hands. That's what Boots do. He, you know, he long. He, you know, and Staionis got some good shots. And on Boots, you see that right eye was swollen at the end of the fight, you know. So he took some shots from Staionis. But whole tie different level. Like I think we said in the Friday night episode, Kern Chuck Guman, whatever the damn name is, was a way more superior boxer than Staionis. Yeah, a lot of movement, irky jerkiness, and we seen that 2 times. Boots couldn't get him out of there. But this style for Boots was a Villa fight. This fight, you can't stand in there and gunsling with him. Definitely. But shout out to Boots, man. He deserved it. Definitely, man. Yeah, definitely. Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. Nah, you ain't trolling me, champ. It's all good. It's all good, man. It's all good. You ain't trolling me, champ. Melody Queen 27. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the Rize Podcast. Cash App $GEESSUS $Coach Squeeze without the E on the end to support the channel. Get your merch at the RizePodcast.com. Let me see. Yeah, Timothy Bradley. He stretched out boxing. What it do? Ralph 707. Who else is waiting for Coach Kenny to pop up? He could pop up. I got something for him. He come in talking too much trash. I got something for him. Soldier J, God bless, but Boots better not see Bud. Yeah, I don't know, man. Bud a different animal. Different, but we need to see it. I think it'll do real good numbers. That fight could be in Vegas. Yeah, Matisse was a punching bag last night. He'll be in here late when we get ready to go off the air. Yeah, he did his thing. The chosen one, let's see Brian Norman Jr. keep the same energy. Brian Norman don't got nothing for no Boots, man. Brian Norman. Tabu Aqua Kabutu. What's good, family? Cam J Network. What up, fam? Squeeze. The fight was in my hometown, Atlantic City. It's nice. Tim Layton JBT. Scene broke before Boxio. D for the win. You can't stand in front of Boots and be a target. He's got a bid to trade with you, and he's going to take you apart if you're not boxing and moving your feet. Yeah, we see that what Kern did. 2 fights. Yeah, definitely, man. Soldiers Day say I'd rather see Norman Burials first. Yeah, that'll be a good one. Josh Gallimore, Boots versus Bud is a 50-50. I don't see what nobody say. Boots ain't Earl family. I F with Bud too heavy, but Boots got that thing in him like OG used to say. The chosen one. To be honest, I don't think Boots is ready for Bud. See, everybody got their own little opinion, you know what I mean, on who goes with who and styles make fights. All right, y'all, let me bring them in all the way from Atlantic City, Baltimore's own, all assets international in the building. He looked like he's still on the sidewalk.
What's going on, champ? Top of the morning. How everybody feels?
Top of the morning, top of the afternoon, champ.
Okay, hell of a fight last night. Hell of a fight last night.
I can't hear you, champ.
I said hell of a fight last night.
Yeah, inshallah.
Hell of a fight. Boots did his thing. You know what I mean? Staionis quit on the stool. I'm still on the fence about that Raymond Ford fight.
What happened in the Ford fight?
The guy wasn't even fighting. The guy wasn't fighting back. You know what I mean? He wasn't letting his hands go. And like, when you look at the numbers, his numbers, it looked like, you know what I mean? He wants some action. He ain't want no action last night.
Damn.
He ain't want no action last night.
There wasn't no action.
No, it was a one-sided ass whooping.
Raymond Ford fight?
Yeah, from 1 to 12. I mean 1 to 10. They fought. It was a 10-rounder. They fought 10.
Damn, yo.
You can see me or this window in the way?
Nah, we can see you still, but it's cool.
Right.
Matisse was a puncher bag. Ain't let his hands go. He was just talking trash.
I like it. Come like we was sitting on the floor, and I'm thinking that was his mom that was like in the row in front of us, and she yelling, "You let your hands go, son! Come on!" But I don't know. Damn. It wasn't even that he was too fast because Matisse was coming in with nothing. He had stepped into him, but coming with nothing. So I don't know. I need another fight to get a good assessment on Ray Ford.
Damn.
Because that wasn't it.
You couldn't assess it with that one.
Yeah, it wasn't it. Dominant performance. I mean, Ray Ford had a dominant performance, but he was, you know what I mean? Like it was a wounded duck in there, man.
33284. D for the win say he was intimidated in his opinion.
Man, intimidated, gun shy. Check this out, Squeeze.
What's that?
You don't see what that is?
Yeah.
That's that.
Oh, you on the boardwalk.
Yeah. That's the beach right there.
That's a ship?
No, that's the little building or whatever.
Oh, it looked like a ship from this one.
No, that's a little.
I see the tall building.
Mm-hmm. That's Caesar.
Caesar's.
Yeah.
Nice view.
Like, man, listen.
That's a nice
crazy.
view.
View crazy. I'm on the 48th floor. Only one floor more above me. That's the penthouse.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Shout out to people looking out for me, man. Taking care of me, man.
Okay, that ain't the Airbnb.
Nah, somebody did right for me.
You went from the basement George Jefferson to the high rise.
Damn.
That's moving on up.
Or you say moving on up.
Yeah. Damn.
Hey, man. Staionis, like, what you think about the Boots fight? I heard you talking too. You know what I mean? I was getting myself.
Boots did what he's supposed to do. What I knew he could do, but I just try to be fair in assessing Staionis. But when you he was touching boots at times, nothing fluent. He wasn't putting together combinations, catching boots here and there. That's not going to work with the style he had. And he didn't have enough pop to be able to hurt boots and make boots move. So he was basically a punching bag. Yeah, he definitely was a punching. But Boots did everything he's supposed to did in that fight. Congratulations to him. But that's how they do you. They ain't gonna give you no credit for beating. They ain't gonna really give him no credit for beating Staionis. But I said he needed to blow Staionis out of the water, and he blew him out of the water. I can't believe he lasted 6 rounds, the beating he was taking. I'm surprised he lasted that long. Yeah. Brian Norman needs to stay away from Boots. Hey, I say make it happen.
My bad. I still gotta give Staionis his credit though, because he was landing some clean flush shots on Boots last night. Shout out to Boots for having a chin and rolling with some of that shit. But some of them shots Staionis caught him with was flush.
Yeah.
And I need to go back and see what happened when Boots went down. Cause I thought Staionis caught him with a left and then Boots went down. So I don't know, but they ain't counted. So I gotta see. I gotta go run that back and check it out.
Get your perception on.
Yeah, but shout out to the Staionis though. His people was in the building last night. Man, listen, like they Lithuania, that's where they from. And it was this Lithuanian lady. She was sitting in there, our people is just so funny, yo.
What?
Man, listen, so she got her flag and she just keep holding her flag, but we sitting on the floor, you can't see. Sit your ass down.
What?
He was cussing out all types of way. Then when Staionis losing, my man's like, leave her alone. That's my homegirl. You don't even know this lady. This is her first time in the U.S., man. It's funny as shit. Bring him in, though, Squeeze. Bring him in.
All right, y'all. Let me bring him in. Y'all already know who he is. One of the historical boxing coaches in the game. He gonna come in talking his trash. He get 1 pick out of 50. But he better be careful with what he say this morning, because I'll open up a can of worms. But yours truly, the one and only Limp Ball Swami, a.k.a. the Bob. He better be nice.
There you go. Coach Kenny.
Nice.
Hit him in. All right, there we go.
I gotta be nice, man.
I just say be nice, because I would hate to have to open up a can of worms.
I just want to recap.
You breaking up.
You act like you
Yo, breaking up, yo.
He drive.
You don't be like that on Mill City. Camera be fixed. Shirt be tucked in.
Hey, you got the rig that
haircut be fresh. I'm starting to see what Senior saying now, yo. When we get the black market version.
On my ass, though.
We get the black market version.
I broke up.
You know what I mean? Sound like he chopping a cheese steak.
I can hear you, Coach.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
You can hear him good, Senior.
Loud and clear.
I can't hear him, yo.
Don't duck him now.
I can't hear him, yo. I can't hear nothing he's saying. Well, if you can hear him, translate what he's saying, champ. Because it's chopping up over here.
This is what he's saying.
Translate, champ.
He's trying to pop right again. What he said? This is what he said.
Hey,
he's playing it back.
If I tell you a mosquito can pull a plow, don't ask me how. Just hook the motherfucker up and say, wow.
That's what he's saying.
Hello? Call your boy McQueen on here too.
Aunt McQueen.
He tuning in. Come on here, McQueen.
He got the link. You know he got it. Hey, Coach Kenny want all the smoke this morning.
I mean, he get one fight right out of a million. You wish your record, if he was a fighter, his record would be like Emmanuel Augustus or Gabe Rosado's, 1-45.
I'm undefeated this year. I told you I'm coming in undefeated. I ain't playing with y'all no more.
What you normally say, Senior? If Kenny go this way, go the other way. He get one fight right out of 45 fights. Now he a boxing historian.
No. You be guessing. I be calling that shit to a T, telling you exactly what's going to happen. How I know they was going to stop it in the corner.
Oh, you getting mouthy. You get all right.
I'm getting mouthy.
I see how you doing it.
Friday,
I be guessing,
like,
right?
Coach Kenny, you act. Hold up, Coach Kenny, you act like it's not a unification.
No. I be
you
guessing.
act like Staionis not gonna fight back.
I be guessing, right?
You act like Staionis not gonna fight back.
I guess since you want to go there, guessing. I guess you the boxing historian. I guess that Bud Crawford and Spence fight.
You got one fight. You got one fight, and guess what? Spence came out last week and said what his situation was.
That's
you
what
heard
you
it.
said. You said when Boost was going to destroy,
that.
Come on, yo. Don't mute the host mic because I'll go the fuck off here. I'm telling you now, mute me again. I'm going to go the fuck off. I'm the host. Let the motherfucking shit play, yo.
You talking
Keep
about
your head
last
off the fucking button.
You talking about last night.
Said you was head out your mouth that Earl was going to destroy. You said Earl was going to destroy Bud, and you gave me a demonstration.
We talking about Boost last night. Y'all can't keep over talking each other. Y'all can't keep over talking each other.
Hey, Grayley. We talked Friday, and we told the fans we was going to tune in Sunday about the fight. Because Friday he said,
call that one.
I'm talking to
Grayley.
Hold up. I'm talking to Grayley. He told me
that's all I'm saying.
I act like Staionis not going to fight back.
I'm listening,
Hey,
Coach.
Grayley.
I'm listening.
He said, I act like Staionis not going to be fighting back. I act like it's not a unification bout. You know, but I say he going to be fighting back, but it's not going to go past 6 rounds. That's all I said. It won't go past 6 rounds. Then I said, they might stop it in the corner. Yo, you act like he ain't fight back. You act like he's not an undefeated champion.
You know what we need to go.
Now he won't go back 2 years ago about some shit. He only got one fight in the last 40 years right. One fight. He never ever predict the fight right. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get on here and talk to him, he act like an old lesbian and shit. Want to talk over you. You know?
You done ran my man out the show.
But he know we told the fans to tune in Sunday at 12 so we can go over the recap. But he can't take a loss, man. Can't take a loss. He lucked up to call a fight, but when I call a fight, I tell you exactly what's gonna happen before it happens. People think it's rigged when I call that shit. How the hell I know they was gonna stop the fight in the corner? You know what I'm saying?
You done ran my man.
This nigga terrible, man. He hate to lose. He hate to lose.
Come back, Squeeze. Squeeze, if you out there, come back, my guy.
Soft ass.
You call that man an old lesbian, Coach?
He don't want.
What you think about that Ray Ford fight?
Look, he done jumped off the motherfucking podcast.
Oh no, he gone. He done for the day. Let me see if I can get him back on here. I gotta put my producer hat on, see if I can get him back on here. Damn, both of them gone. Let me see something, y'all. Let me see if I can get him back on here. Dang. I'm trying to get Squeezed back. I'm trying, Miss Shar. You won't even answer. We supposed to be brothers, man. Man, I was trying JB11. I tried to mute them so I could hear. They keep going. Yeah, he done.
Hello.
This is Coach Squeeze.
If I'm not getting your call, you can leave a message. And don't forget, put God first. Have a blessed day.
Yeah, man. I don't know what to say, y'all. I'm ready. Wait, you here, Taiwan? If you here, let me know. I'll holler at you before I leave. Come on, I think I might grab. I'm gonna try to grab something to eat before I get on the road. I'm hungry, stomach messed up. Hey Thomas Hale, can you say a prayer for Coach Squeeze? Oh yeah, hold on, Taiwan. Oh yeah, there you go. Just hit me, my guy. It's Sunday, y'all. So please say a prayer for Coach Squeeze. I just never seen the host just roll out on his show. Even in the Titanic, the captain ain't leave his ship. One thing about Squeeze, man, he going just say a prayer for Coach Squeeze, man. I never seen a man emotional. I don't know, man. Let's just take a moment of silence for Coach Squeeze, man. Hey, man, Laws, he don't like losing. Ty, he talking about the Bud fight. He still owe me from the other fight. He still owe me my crab cakes. 8 Route 707. Tell your man I need my crab cakes, man. No, but shout out to everybody that came to Atlantic City, man. It was a dope fight, dope event. It was packed in there. Eagle, my guy. Aunt McQuizzle. Hold on. Aunt, my guy, what's happening? You on mute? Well, I can't hear you. Yeah, you on mute.
I said, where were you sitting last night? I should have called you.
Hold on. What's going on, Taiwan? Hold on. You was in there last night, Aunt?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Aunt. Aunt McQueen. Ain't no way. And you ain't hit my phone.
I seen my guy, what's his name, on the damn concourse, Greg Hackett.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I was moving around a little bit, but I ain't, you know what I mean?
I was walking around before the main card started. They took long as hell to transition from the prelims to the main card.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't even in there yet. When I came in there, I think I missed most of it.
I didn't even know the main card started until we start hearing people going crazy during GSR's fight, because he was putting hands on homeboy, and all you hear is,
Yeah, I missed all that.
He was all up on the concourse. Everybody like, damn, they must be rumbling in there.
I'm still. Jay knew you was here?
Nah, I ain't tell nobody else going.
I'm just saying, act like that's crazy.
I got there early though. I got there during the first
Clayton
first
so
fight.
right.
I was at like 5:15, I think.
He came back for you.
My man.
Coach Teddy.
What's up, man?
Teddy, you was right.
Thank you, man. See, you know what? I like how you took that on the chin, man. It is what it is. You feel me?
It is what it is, man.
You don't curl up like an old lesbian and all that shit. You know, get all emotional and shit.
You ran my man out the show,
it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
So that
I ain't
man,
gonna.
the Queen.
Yes, sir.
Friday night, Squeeze said I act like it's not a unification bout. I act like Staionis not gonna be fighting back. And I said, he's gonna be fighting back, but it ain't gonna pass the 6th round.
That's what you said.
They might stop. I said they might stop it in the corner. Oh, you act like it ain't a unification bout. Come on, man. Styles make fights. I said
And
he
I'm
gonna.
gonna hold it down, and I'm gonna keep it real. I was right there with Squeeze. I said, man, I got my what's the name? I got my concerns about Boots being locked in past the 6th round, and I wasn't him. I cited the fact that he only going past 6 3 times. Staionis
You
been
did.
past 6 7 times.
You did.
So
And I look.
I gotta eat my
Look. I
crow. I
looked at
couldn't
everybody.
duck the smoke.
Right. Look. Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Yes, sir.
Everybody talk about Staionis a big puncher. He was 15-0 with 9 KOs. How was he a big puncher?
I don't know about a big puncher, but them hands were sounding heavy. I ain't gonna lie.
He
Like
landed some. He landed some shots.
between
He
the two
landed
of
some shots.
them, that I think that might have been the thing that impressed me the most about Boots last night. It wasn't none of the flash, none of the pizzazz. He got hit with some heavy shots where his head was popping back, and I said, "God damn, Boots is tough as hell.
Mm-hmm.
And look,
Boots
it
is
come.
tough."
And we tell the fighters in the gym, I don't care who you are, you're going to get hit. That comes with the territory. Everybody think Boots ain't supposed to get hit. When you fight somebody, they train just like you do. They got a right to hit you.
Absolutely.
That shit come with the territory. Everybody get hit. Boots got, he hit Boots. So what? What the fuck? People get hit. It's a fight. Man, Boots beat the shit out that boy, man. If it would have went 12 rounds, it would have been a unanimous decision.
Yeah, he
You
definitely
know,
made a business decision when he got to that corner. Because I'll say this: when he got hit on the chin, he took a couple uppercuts. He took them well. His legs looked sturdy, eyes looked clear. But towards the end of the 6th, when he took that body shot, I said, "Holy!"
and then the commentators talking about Staionis won the 5th round. Boots won every round. He beat that man ass up. He ain't just win, he
I
beat
had
him up.
I had Boots. I had Boots winning 1 and 2. I had Staionis winning 3. I had Boots winning the 4th. I had Staionis winning the 5th, and then the 6th.
Man,
It was all she wrote after that.
I had Boots winning every round. Staionis landed some good shots, but good shots don't win a whole round. You know what I'm saying? Boots whipped that man ass every round.
Yeah, I can't give him a round because like he might land a shot, but he only landed one at a time. It's not really like
Right.
he's putting nothing together.
Exactly. And I'll tell anybody, show me the rounds that Staionis, send me the round that he won. Send me the round that he won. He ain't win no rounds. Boots beat that man ass he looked like, I'm gonna tell you what he looked like. You know how Big Brother snatched his little brother cookies and he trying to hit him and shit? That's how it looked. Little brother crying, trying to get his cookies back and shit. That's how that shit looked last night. That's how it looked.
I definitely agree the volume wasn't there though, Senior. The volume wasn't there. He was talking all gas, no brakes. He did a lot of stalking, but he stopped
No,
with the feinting, wasn't
when people,
consistent with his jab.
yeah, all gas, no brakes. But when you feel pain, a lot of people forget pain come with this shit. Are you willing and able after you feel the pain? The running and the push-ups and all that shit in the gym, the videos that look good, but you don't see the pain in them videos. You know what I'm saying? Are you willing to do that shit when you feel pain? That's when the fight starts. And he wasn't willing no more. He felt that pain. Them videos have motherfuckers fool, man. Highlights. Squeeze talking about, I watch his highlights. No, don't watch highlights because highlights make you look like you untouchable. Never watch highlights. You gotta sit down and watch the fights. Highlights have your ass looking like, can't nobody touch you. Shit. He talking about he watched all the experience he got. He talking about he watched the highlights. Get the hell out of here. Then he want to jump off the motherfucking set,
He was thinking about
throwing
that baby
tantrums and
too,
shit.
man. He was thinking about that baby back home.
No excuses. No excuses.
No, I'm
man.
not. That's not an excuse. That's not an excuse. That's a business. That's a business decision.
No.
Look, let me finish this point, Coach Kenny. Prior to that fight that he had with Butayev, he took some serious shit in that fight. And to your point, he felt the pain and he kept going.
I don't want Squeeze to hear that shit and come back and try to.
Because I watched that full fight. I didn't just watch the highlights. That Butayev fight was like coaching. But that was like one of like the fights of the year. Like he was in a dog fight. Saturday night though, and I gotta give Boots his props. Boots was very classy after the fight. Congratulated him on the baby. It was a sensational performance. But to your point, I do agree. He wasn't willing to take that because he took him on the chin. He felt that shit to the body and was like, nope.
What you say, Coach?
Hit me out. Hit me out.
Huh?
6 pro fights, and everybody talking about, oh, he gonna beat Boots. Come on, man. 7 pro fights. Motherfuckers don't be reading his stats, man. They just look at a nigga 6-pack and think he gonna win. 6-pack don't win no goddamn fight. A nigga track. You hear Squeeze the other day. Tyson was the most feared man. No, he the valley of death because he that nigga gonna catch an Uber every fuck. Back on.
Hey, you was in the building last night. Staionis had a lot of support though. His
yeah, he did. I was surprised.
In the building heavy.
I was surprised, man. When they did that Lithuanian national anthem, man.
You know, take nothing from it.
Coach Kenny, you driving?
If it was a dog fight, yeah.
When you sit still, we can hear you, but when you start driving, it go in and out.
I would like to see Omari Jones get some more rounds in, though, man. That was a little too brief. But I understand it's only his second fight.
He was getting out of there first round. I missed all them fights. Coach Kenny,
he got him out of there quick.
Coach Kenny got that gas station plant. Hey, Ant, they ran my guy Squeeze up out of here, Ant.
Oh no.
They ran my guy Squeeze up out of here. He went back to talking about Boots and Bud and Spence.
Y'all can't be going to Smoothie King like that, man. That's
listen. I'm trying to.
This is my guy.
Like, you know what I mean? Squeeze. I wanted to be clear. Squeeze is the host. But if the host and Coach Kenny is going back and forth, I gotta clear it up. I hit him with the mute button at first so we can hear.
Right.
Because the people begging to hear Coach Kenny. So you know what I mean? Squeeze. I don't know, man. That's my guy. I love him, but God damn, Squeeze, come back.
I feel you, Rick Timms, but homegirl, she tore the roof off the building. That Suzanne, I ain't catch her last name. Suzanne that did the American National Anthem?
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. Yo, her voice was.
Yeah, man, listen. It was a nice event. I was surprised. It was a nice event. Because the last time he fought, I forgot who he fought, but I ain't coming the last time. But that was a nice jump right there. Nice venue and everything.
Talking about Karen Shukajan?
He fought him here?
No, AC, no. Last time he fought in AC was Roy Monvilla.
Yeah. I ain't coming the last time.
It was packed out though, man.
Yeah, no, it was a dope jump.
The production was cool. I see they real big on Omari Jones though.
Yeah.
Because they played The Star Is Born and all this stuff, and after the fight they kept mentioning he's from Orlando, Florida, y'all. So, and they even had him going after GSR. That GSR fight, that was like a WBA title eliminator, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So how the hell you put a 6-rounder after a 10-rounder? So it's clear, just based on the order of the card, that they got high hopes for that young man.
Keep it going.
Did you watch Raymond Ford versus Thomas Matisse?
Yeah, but I was a little upset.
Shit, I had my homeboy with me. He came with me, man. He fell asleep during the fight.
Yeah, I expected more from Matisse.
So did I.
You know what I mean? So I was kind of a little like upset. You know what I mean? Shout out to Raymond Ford. Hell of a job. Dominant performers. He did what he was supposed to do, but
yep, he was sharp.
I thought Matisse would, you know what I mean, at least let his hands go. Like he wouldn't even let his hands go.
He was looking for one right hand. I'm like, bro, you can't just be looking for one shot. He was looking for one right hand the whole entire fight. Wasn't working behind his jab. His positioning was bad. And I'm looking like, who was in his corner? Like, who's advising this man?
Drink more water. Appreciate the support. Put the APB out on Norman Jr. He and his pops about to go into hiding in Japan. They coming with AC, HJ, Canelo level of ducking, and we'll take it up a notch. Damn. Appreciate the support, champ.
We always talk about the fighters, but Coach Kenny, I got a question for you about coaches. What do you think about just like it seems like there's like a low barrier of entry for coaching nowadays, where you got some coaches that don't even seem like they know what the hell they doing.
A lot of these coaches, man, they go to Walmart and get a pair of hand mitts.
Damn.
And they learn how to catch a sequence of punches, and they think they coaches. That's not you. A real coach really don't have to use mitts for real, and their fighter can still be sharp. You know, these guys, man, they just because you the kid's father, or you the kid's cousin, or you the kid's best friend, you his coach. That shit don't make sense. That's what the problem is. That's what the problem is. Got motherfuckers that grew up their whole life, had every toy in the world, and never in their life put on a pair of boxing gloves. You gotta watch boxing. You gotta live this shit. You know what I'm saying? But you're a coach. You don't even know what it feel like to get hit by a fucking pair of boxing gloves. So you don't know what a fighter feel.
I'm watching that Thomas Matisse Ray Ford fight last night, and I'm thinking like, yo, what kind of instruction are they giving this man? Because Ray Ford kept escaping to the right side the whole fight. The man was not cutting him off, not throwing a left hook to try to corral him, nothing. I'm like, what's going on?
He just had a bad night. You know, sometimes fighters have a bad night, but he can fight. I like Ray Ford. He just had a bad night.
No, not Ray Ford. Ray Ford did what he was supposed to do. Ray Ford got busy.
Yeah.
I'm talking about his opponent.
I thought he was going to stop that kid because his kid was throwing like 7, 8 punches around. You feel me?
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't able to cut Raymond Ford off. Raymond Ford kept going out to his right every single time. Dude didn't try to cut him off, block the exit, use an angle, use certain punches to get him back towards the right hand, because he was looking for the straight right hand the whole fight. But I'm like, at what point, if this guy's going to his right, do you throw a left hook to try to influence him back towards your right hand? But he was just throwing a naked right hand, no setup. It was no jab. It was like no double
right
jab.
hand lead.
Right hand lead, right hand. I'm like, bro, like, come on. If that's the shot you're looking for, you got to find a way to set it up. And his coach wasn't telling him how to set it up. He telling him to throw it, but without the setup. Where's the instruction? How do you get that shot off?
That's a stage. Like, you know what I mean? You do this your whole life and you get there, and you know what I mean? Like, you gotta perform. You gotta perform. And
you think there was some performance anxiety there, Squeeze? Or he got stage fright?
I don't like he just didn't he just wouldn't let his hands go. Like he would come in like he ready to do something, but he would come in with nothing, empty-handed every time.
Yeah, timing probably was off. You feel me? You never know.
Yeah, but you talking shit to Ray Ford, but you not, you know what I mean? Nah, like.
Yeah, when you talk shit, you gotta come with something.
He was talking about it wasn't going. He said it wasn't going to go the distance. He was talking like he was going to knock him out. It wasn't, and then the fight was the complete opposite.
Let me ask you this, Ant. So, like with a performance like that, would you want to see him on TV again? Would you want to see him on a big stage again?
Nah, throw his ass on the prelims and let him work his way back up. Cause you gotta at least fight. You talking cash money like that. He was talking to Raymond Ford. It ain't going to 10, it ain't going to distance. I'm gonna knock you out, I'm gonna do XYZ. Then you go in there and you throw like it felt like he only threw about 30 punches the whole fight.
The whole fight, yeah. Yeah.
It was
Maybe he got stage fright, you know? That's what happened.
I know what he needed. He needed one of them Coach Kenny backhand slaps.
Nah, man.
he needed to wake up. He needed one of them, Coach.
I don't know what his team was telling him.
Yeah, I couldn't really hear. Somebody said they told him to windmill in the last round.
To windmill. Oh my
Lord.
But yo, Senior, to your point, the most frustrating thing about it is like, I can understand if he was just on the retreat, right? But there was a lot of times where he was coming forward and he was closing the distance.
With
And
nothing.
he would get there. There were a couple of times he had Raymond Ford in the corner and wouldn't let his hands go.
Nothing.
He went into that Staionis shell I was telling y'all about.
They say Montana Love was his trainer.
I seen Love in the corner.
Was he his coach or his lead coach or his assistant? Because whatever Montana, if he was the lead, whatever he was telling him, it just wasn't sufficient. Maybe he wasn't inspired enough. I don't know what it was, but that was the most frustrating part. Like seeing him close the distance, get in there, and then just look at the dude. I'm like, what are you doing?
With nothing. Like nothing. No, I'm talking about you was in there, you heard it was a guy, it was like 3 guys. Come on, young boy, knock him out. Don't let your hands go. Fight. His mom is the row in front of me, like right there in the row in front of me. Come on, son. The people was cheering him on, whatever they said in the corner. I don't know. 23 said, I swear to God, his coach said, I don't care if you windmill, bro. You got to do something.
Yeah,
he wasn't Squeeze rolled out on. He said after show today. I don't know.
That nigga rolled out on the fans. We said we was tuning in Sunday at 12.
You fired him up too much.
He can't take a loss, man. He can't take what comes with boxing, man. It's grown man shit.
You talk your shit today too, Coach K. I hear you.
Motherfucker, right. That's what we do. We talk shit to each other. It's boxing.
Well, be careful how you talk to the Swede.
Every time it don't go his way, he throw a tantrum like a little kid want a lollipop and shit.
Well, get him a bag of lollipops then.
Soft ass. I know he watching.
Soldier J said Squeeze Mr. Beat Juice today.
Motherfucker, that go make some Smoothie Kings shit. Get his stamina back up.
Y'all done did my guy dirty.
Talking that shit. Well, you should have heard him riding Staionis Friday. Go back and watch the podcast.
I'm gonna have to. I was on the road. That's why I ain't jumped more.
But I don't get though. I'm rolling with Boots, but he was riding like he playing the 50 and shit. Pick your man for the fight and go all the way through with him, no matter what happened. I do it. Your man get knocked out. He get knocked out. This nigga, I'm rolling with Boots, but Staionis, nigga, pick your man. Stop playing the 50. It's all fast. I don't care who it is. I'm gonna pick my man. If he get clipped, he get clipped. I'm a ride or die with him. These niggas ain't sure who gonna win, so they going, I'm a roll with him. But I think, nigga, pick your man and shut the fuck up.
That's why I had to show up here today, because I had Staionis by decision. I had him by the.
You did say that. You did.
Yeah, I had him by decision.
Y'all remember you said it. Respect, man. That was your opinion. But this nigga can't take it.
Oh no. My guy, it didn't pan out well for my guy last night. I
This
know that
nigga
man
can't
pissing
take it.
blood after that body shot. That body shot was serious. Oh
Talking
my
about
god.
that's another thing Squeeze said. Go back and watch the fucking Staionis ain't never been down. That motherfucker went down last night.
He did.
He never been down. Come on, man. He went down
I
last night.
said no in Montes when he got hit with the body shot. I was like, Lithuania forever. That dude Boost, man. That was impressive, yo.
Man,
Impressive. Nah, it was impressive because Staionis is a tough dude.
yeah, it was a great fight. And I said it for as long as it lasts. It wasn't gonna go past 6. But it's a good fight. It's levels to this shit though, man.
Oh no, that I already conceded. Like I already like Friday. I said I think Boots is the superior talent by far.
Yeah,
Way better, way more
man
skill.
had
But the
15
thing I
fights.
like about Staionis though is this. Staionis is steady. In the past, he's been steady. Like I look at the fight that he had with
But
Maestre
but but
or
but but but,
with
but
the
what
other
you left
dude.
out, he studied against the opposition he been up against. He was up against nobody like Boots. That's why he was steady. Get in there with that motherfucking A1 competition. That shit ain't gonna work. You gotta be able to switch that shit up, give him different looks. He was just basic, fundamental. He had a stiff jab, but he was falling. His head was over his lead foot the whole fight. You can't be like that against Boots. You're fucking leading in with your head. Come on, man.
No, I already knew he was gonna be. I already knew he was gonna be vulnerable to them
Yeah,
uppercuts. I
how
already
the hell
knew
you
that
gonna
off
beat
the rip.
Boots like that? There's
I
no
knew
way
that
you
off
gonna
the
beat
rip.
Boots. And then everybody talking about how fast he was. Boots had that man looking like he wasn't even fast. He had a fast jab here and there, but the rest of his punches was slow motion, man.
His right hand was nice too. He had a nice
But his speed couldn't match Boots' speed.
nice straight right. It was the what's the name? I think it was like once he started trying to throw them hooks. It was like I think it was in the fifth round. He got a little frustrated, tried to throw that big hook, start loading up. Like, nah, you got to just keep
Man,
working with the jab, and then when you get in there, get to the body, man. Get to the
Boots
body.
started putting them motherfucking body shots around his guards, man. Shit, that motherfucker was ready to quit. Fifth round, if it was a 30 seconds left, Boots would have stopped him in the fifth. He
Some
would have
body
stopped him in
shots,
the fifth.
man. That was another thing from Boots.
Boots hit it with an
Uh,
uppercut, man. His nose started leaking like a transmission.
his his jab was super on point. His jab was on point. The body work was phenomenal.
And then the little Chinese man, his little trainer, he tried to whisper off the camera in his ear, "I'm gonna stop it." And then he shook his head like agreeing with him.
Mm.
They didn't know the camera picked that shit up. You know?
Hell, I would have wanted him to stop it too. I would if I would have been like, man, I
That was the
don't know
beginning.
about this, bro.
That
You
was the
getting lit
beginning
up.
before the end.
I'm looking at this man. I'm looking at their fights all week. I'm watching Boots. I'm watching him. I'm like, how do they think this man gonna beat Boots? I ain't see no way in the world he could beat Boots. But everybody do have a puncher's chance. That's it. Other than that, I ain't see nothing that he can beat Boots with. Nothing. That was my opinion. You know.
It was
And
eight.
then the times when I lost bets, man, in fights, it was controversial. I take it on the chin, but it was controversial somewhere in the fight, which means it was a good fucking fight or something was wrong somewhere, you know. And then I told him I won money when Buster Douglas fought Tyson. I was alive. I won money. I won money when Chavez beat Major Taylor, but he was really beat. Taylor was whipping his ass, but the outcome of the fight it was the outcome. I ain't had nothing to do with that. The ref stopped the fight. I won money because I was going with Chavez, even though Chavez got his ass whipped. But the outcome of the fight, he won. And the reason why I went with Buster Douglas is because Tyson was knocking everybody out. Douglas lost a bunch of fights, but he went the distance. I said if he get Tyson past that fourth round, he gonna take him in that deep water. That's why I put the money on Buster Douglas. Yep. We had a house full. I'll never forget. We had a house full basement. Yo, you crazy? I'm the only one in the house going for Buster Douglas. That shit was crazy. I won money when Trinidad beat De La Hoya. Yeah. But I ain't got no shame. I lost a few fights. I lost when I was a fool for this though. When Hearns lost to Hagler, I thought Hearns was gonna outbox Hagler, but he wasn't that motherfucking banging with him. I
So
thought he was gonna out.
if you had to rank Staionis right now, what would you rank him?
In the welterweight division, right now, you got Boots, the last person that Boots fought. I'll take what's the kid out of that's talking about fighting Boots?
Brian Norman.
Brian Norman.
I put Brian Norman in front of the dude Boots beat last night. In my top 4.
Gladiator or Bubblegum?
Gladiator. He went out on his shield. Yeah, they gladiators, man. Them jokers fight. Taking nothing up for Staionis, he fought. Like, but it ain't going past. It ain't going past 6. Steve, boy, you should have saw that podcast last Friday, Grayling. Squeeze crazy, man.
Man, I was on a roll. It was raining. I was trying to hurry him get you.
That nigga crazy, man. You should have seen that podcast.
My charger went up on me. My phone was about to die. It was a rough one. I suppose it's been on the road already.
I'm gonna get off though, cause I got to take care of something. But,
we can close the show out. Closing arguments.
Handle my closing argument for me. Can you do that?
Got you right now.
I can hang up though, right?
Yeah.
All right, my man.
Hey, Squeeze. If I tell you a mosquito can pull a plow, don't ask me how. Just hook the motherfucker up and say, wow.
Coach Kitty crazy, y'all. Close the arguments, at.
Same as always, small things, all things was easy to do. It's easy not to do. Main, prayers up for my man Staionis. I know the ribs is hurting. God damn.
I got a bone to pick with you too, Ant. I'm a little upset too, Ant. I'm a little upset, Ant. We in the same building. No phone call, no text, no nothing, Ant.
I don't like to disturb people, you know what I mean? I like to stay.
Come on, Ant. Cut the bullshit.
I seen people walking around. The guy next to me was like, "You should call Stevenson over there. Should I go take a picture?" I'm like, "Yeah, go take a picture with him." Like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I don't like super fanned out like that.
Here you go, Ant. Here you go.
That's my dog right there, man. I don't care what nobody says,
man. The host with the mostest, man. He tried. Hey, there go the host of the Rize podcast. Tyrone Squeeze, Smoothie King Palmer is back in the building, y'all. That's my God. The best host of podcast nation.
I'm kind of glad he muted me. I had to run to the store, so that worked out fine. I went and got me some sausages. Aunt McQueen, what up, champ? The wizard of the Rize podcast. What you got to say to all of this, man? Before I was cut off, they jumped me early, Aunt.
I'm trying to get some order.
Look, what you think about the fight, champ? Because I know you're gonna give me your honest take, and you gonna hold up to your end of what you said, which I was doing, champ. Go ahead, champ.
Man, I thought my guy was gonna be able to go past 6, let it go the distance, stay nice and steady, let his hands go, have a little bit of volume, pull out the split decision. Boy got his ass whooped.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
You stood on 10 toes with that. I didn't have him winning, but I had him giving Boots a more opposition of a fight than what he did. But I knew that style. I just put it like this. I just thought Staionis, with me watching him, he just had a little bit more pop on his punches. But Boots looked it big, man. Boots looked it big last night. I'm looking at Boots like, should Boots be fighting Canelo?
I don't know. Seeing him in person, he ain't looked that. I don't know how he looked on camera because I ain't watched the fight on film. But seeing him in person, he didn't look that big. He ain't look like he rehydrated super crazy. But they said that the camera add however many pounds to him. Staionis actually looked a little bit more solid than Boots. And I gotta say this. Between the two, when you hearing the shots landed, Staionis' shots sound like they had a little bit more oomph on them.
Yeah.
Just like the sound of them. But I gotta say, that man Boots got a hell of a chin. God.
Yeah. See, you say he got touched clean on several occasions.
Nah, he did, and he took him well. When them shots was landing, the people next to me, they was from Philly. They was like, "Nah, Boots, you gotta stop playing with the young boys. Stop playing with." I was like, "Yeah, you can't. You doing all that styling and profiling, but them shots when they was landing, it was." All I gotta say is that man Boots got a chin. He got a chin. That chin is serious.
Now, Staionis went out on his stool. Like a lot of people, and sometimes I'm guilty of it, we'll say, oh, yo took the high road out and this, that, and the other. Staionis actually went out on his shield. His corner stopped it. They was like, no, we can't let you get down because that's your first loss. We can't let you get damaged but so much. But when I saw, man, you did break it down real good far as Staionis' style and leaning forward and everything. Boots was going to be able to expose that style. I think that Staionis messed up with semi-pressure. And when I mean by semi-pressure, man, seniors see it all the time in the gym. They'll go from pushing the guy back to stopping in front of the guy, semi-pushing them back. In order for him to have any type of success, I think he needed to keep pushing Boots back aggressively. But Boots fight pretty good going backwards. As you can see, he'll step back, bop. But hats off to Boots. I had him winning. But I gave Staionis a little more credit than what he did. But to be in there and get beat on for 6 rounds was impressive. To take that butt whooping for 6 rounds. As a fighter yourself, and being in the ring for 6 rounds, getting tenderized, how would you look at that as a fighter? I mean, you went down on your shield.
It was really that busting in, man. Them body shots he took in the 6th. Because he took them shots well on the chin. Because Boots caught him with a couple uppercuts, some straights. He took them shots to the chin well, but when he got touched to the body, man.
Yeah.
Boots was working on that body from round 1.
Boots made that man liver quiver. Like that. The body work was serious, man. Body work was serious. Body work was serious. 23. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what it looked like on TV, but just hearing the shots in the arena, them shots was heavy as hell. That Staionis was like, you could hear them shits up in the rows, and Boots was eating them shits.
Well, I know how critical we all can be, but I try not to be really biased and be on a free-spirited objection of what I see. What credit does you give Boots for that type of performance up against that type of style? What would you say to Boots if you saw him in person and you was interviewing him after this fight, Ant?
Yo, you just took out another champion, and we talking about a legitimate champion. This is a guy that made a defense. Cause me, like, I'm real big on this. Like, I think that there's a fine line between title holders and champions. No disrespect to George Kambosos, but he was a title holder. He was just keeping them belts warm for Devin Haney. He got the belts that one night. He had that performance of his life against Teofimo Lopez, and then the very next fight, he got his belts snatched off him. Like Marlo in The Wire, what he said: "What good is the crown if the nigga that's wearing it is always getting his shit took? You ain't a king if you always getting your crown snatched." You know what I'm saying? So Staionis is a dude who made a title defense, so he's a legitimate champion. He ain't just some dude who won a vacant belt and that was it. So I give Boots a lot of credit, because this is what he's been calling for, another champion. He don't want to fight this guy, that guy, that guy. Nah, I want another champion. And he made the champion look like
champion.
Exactly.
Let me
he get all the credit from me.
Let me ask all assets this, because I can't remember really what he said, what Senior said, word for word, I think, with his assessment with the fight. But being there in person, did you see glimpses of the Villa fight with the Staionis fight? Senior, you got this with Senior.
You can say yeah, because I mean Boots was in there having fun, you know what I mean, showing off a little bit. It's that same way he did in the Villa fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can say it was glimpses there.
Gotcha.
What you think? Because Ant was there too.
Oh, Ant was there?
Ain't tell nobody. You know what I mean? Ant was in the building, ain't tell nobody. You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna put you out there like that, Ant.
No, I'm putting him out there because
I put myself out there. I put myself out there.
No, he my guy. We in Vegas. I mean, we in Atlantic City. He comes here and say nothing.
I put myself out there.
We supposed to go get something to eat or something. We supposed to break bread. You know better than that.
Ooh.
After that fight, I was ready to take my ass home, man. I was
like, Jameson said, Boots cannot sell no personality. How y'all feel about that?
No, Boots cannot sell. Boots cannot sell what though? What are we saying? What can he sell? What are we saying? I need some clarification. I need some clarity on that, Shula. Like what can he sell? We talking about tickets, pay-per-views? What are we saying here? Because tickets, that place was packed last night. It was like 10,000 people in there at Boardwalk Hall. It was a zoo. It was.
I just
crazy.
read what the comments said, Chant.
No, it definitely was packed. It definitely was packed.
I know you doing your job, Smoothie King. I'm asking Shula. I said, I know you doing your job, Smoothie King. I'm asking Shula, like, what do they mean by he can't sell? Because I was in there last night. Scene was in there. It was packed. It was 10,000 people in there last night in Boardwalk Hall, and that's not a big place. It was people in there standing up.
Boots' last 3 fights sold out.
Like, it was so packed in there. Like, there was people in the season. There was people standing up on around the arena. Mm-hmm. People out there on the concourse. There was a lot of people in there last night. It was at least 10,000 people.
No, one thing about Boots, he got a steady following. You know what I mean? And if they keep him, I'll say this: if they keep him close to home, they gonna travel. His people gonna travel. You just to come see him. You know what I mean? No, Boots ain't got no problem selling.
Not at all.
And I like how he had what's the guy that walked him out last night? The basketball player,
Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean. He mixing it up a little bit. You know what I mean? Giving you a different element. Man, Boots fine.
He don't got to be the biggest talker. You know, we always talk about we want guys that knock people out and this, that, and the third. And to be honest with you, I think that Boots got a lot of personality. It just don't show through his talking. It shows in the way he fight.
I agree.
He fights with a lot of flair.
Yeah. I agree. Totally agree. hats off to Boots. I didn't have him losing, but my interpretation of what I saw, I thought Staionis was going to give up a little bit more blood shares than he did. But I'm not mad at all. But take my hat off to Staionis. He didn't duck him. He got in there. He fought for the unification. Boots got it. I ain't for real, to be honest, I wouldn't be mad if I see Boots move up to 54 or 60.
He definitely got the frame for it, though. He definitely got the frame for it. The height, the arm length, he got, and he got the other attributes too. You know what I'm saying? Got nice power, good speed, good reflexes. Hell, he might even be even better up there at 54 or 60. Not having to shave those last 7 pounds, man. He might be a little bit more robust. Might be more robust. I had Staionis for the split decision because I thought that he would be able to withstand a little bit more. And because the few times we've seen Boots go past 6 down the stretch, like that focus was waning a little bit. He wasn't really listening to Bozy like that. So I thought Staionis would be able to outwork him. Not outclass him, because I don't think he's a better fighter at all. But I thought he was going to have a little bit more volume. And just like eke out a split decision. But Boots, that body work. Oh my God.
Total domination.
That body work. And I love the way he used his jab yesterday too. He was real consistent with his jab. He didn't just go out there and just look to throw the biggest shot he could throw. Kept his technique real tight.
I was
super impressed.
How did him switching stance? Did you peep that, Ant? He was switching from orthodox to southpaw. How do you think that affected Staionis?
I think it affected him for this reason. In Boots' past fights, and we would talk about this on Friday, when he switched southpaw, he not as active with his jab. You know what I mean? Like that's when he's looking to throw them big shots, straight lefts. He throw the uppercut with his left hand. But when he went southpaw last night, he stayed on the jab. And then not only was he jabbing up top, but he was jabbing to the body. Every time Staionis take a step forward, stab him to the body, make him stop in his tracks. I think that affected him a lot because he probably expected Boots to open up and be a little bit more reckless than he was.
Let me read this. Hate to cut you off, Ant, but I got to run up out of here because I got 50 calls. Let me get this out the way. Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. B&B Boxing News, appreciate you. We love you. Appreciate the support, man. All of y'all that sent all assets to Atlantic City, man, and looked out for the Rize podcast and the coverage. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Thanks, Aunt McQueen, for coming on. Always chopping up, keeping it a buck. He ain't retract nothing he say. But me and Coach Kenny will beef tomorrow. All assets won't be on here. I want that smoke from Kenny.
Y'all gotta
it's going to be head up.
Y'all can't talk over each other.
We ain't trying to hear that. It's going to be head up. We're going to get the people what they want to see, fireworks. Smoothie King, right back. He'll be at work. He won't be on here, y'all. I got him tomorrow. You was dead wrong, and Boots spanked that boy all 6. And
you damn right I was dead wrong, BN Boxing News. You're damn right I was wrong.
That's my closing arguments. I want that smoke from Kenny without all assets patenting him, saving him on here. I see y'all tomorrow when seeing you at work and taking the kids everywhere. Aunt McQueen, love you. All assets, love you. You still my son. You still my. Hey, nah, I ain't saying, man. See, you ain't gonna be on here more to say one of these days. It's gonna be just me and him. He ain't gonna be here forever. The same. Love y'all, man. Peace and grace.
The producer always in the building.
Oh, Lord, jeez. Not on the ship, y'all.
The producer always in the building.
Peace.
Some say you forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Michi in these streets ain't no rules. He say, cause all this life we ain't on with this. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah, yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, then we them niggas. And now we rich now. We got money. I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up for nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young rich nigga.